So yeah, so basically in this wonderful individual reading, this will be for Aquarius. This is going to be for Aquarius reading for July 22nd to August 1st of 2026. So you know what's going on for you, Aquarius. I understand that you think that everything's going to be fine with you and you know you're having a great day. But the way of this is, what happens if you didn't have a great day? What happens if you had a bad day and you know things are not going as well and you know you're saying to yourself, thinking, well, you know, I can't do it anymore. I quit. You know, Aquarius, you need to understand about what are you going to be doing. You know, and you have to figure out for yourself, right? You might be doing with others, or you know that's how it goes. But the way of this is, in this wonderful position you are in, you have to understand what you're going through, Chris, right? It's, you know, nobody can't read your mind. Nobody can't, you know, tell you what to do. You know, you make your own choices. You make your own battles. You make your own ways of how you're feeling, right? And you have to understand that because if you focus on yourself and you say to yourself, say, oh, you know, I did great, it's like that's how it goes, right? If somebody was asking you, how's your day today, and you tell them that, oh, you know, my day is doing great. No, you're no. So you know, basically, you're trying to say that you're doing okay, but you're not because you're struggling, and you're struggling because it's like that's how it goes, right? That's how it is. So you have to focus on your emotions. You have to focus about your feelings, focusing about your wants, your needs, or you know that's how it goes. By the way, this is what is going to be in that way. So that's how it is. And let's see what's happening. So I'm going to show you what's going on between the bottom of the deck and what's going on. So you have the King of Cups reversed, you have no support, and Justice is up where you're telling the truth. Now, these two are quite opposite. When you have support, you are going to get support. But when you have no support, well, that's kind of your issue, right? That's how it goes. If you have the Justice upright, you basically maybe deal with another Libra here, but you might be dealing with another, you know, you're telling the truth, right? In many ways, right? So you have to focus on that. You have to focus on your own dignity and your own self-respect, right? That's how it goes, and you understand that in that way, in that good position of how it is, right? So you have to understand, no matter how it is, in both cases, you have to understand that, right? So that's it between you versus them in this situation, and let's see what's going on. So let's see what's going on of July 22nd to August 1st of 2026. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. So let's see. So we're going to see what's going on here, and this is how it's going to be at the moment. And let's see. So you have the High Priestess that is reversed. You have to use your inner voice. You're not using your voice practically, and that's how it goes, Aquarius. For them, they have the Knight of Sorcerers. There's no drama here. There's no about that. But the way this is how it goes, right? Because you have to use yourself wisely to get a better outcome, right? That's how it goes. And when you see yourself in that perspective, that's what it's going to be, okay? So I'm going to clarify this High Priestess. So we're going to see what's happening, and let's see what's going on. So let's see. So we have the 8 Pentacles card, there's perfection. 2 swords reverse, you know which path you're going to take. 8 Wands is over, there's new beginnings. 7 card reverse is negativity. Exactly. So when you're in that state of being in that negative zone, Aquarius, I understand that. But there's always that difficult position of what you're going through in that way. It's like, you know, you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm fine, but you're not, right? So Aquarius, you need to understand If you think that everything's all, perfection, everything's all great, yes, but in some ways it's not, right? Because you're saying to yourself, like, woe is me, I can't do anymore, I quit, that's how it goes. So whenever you see yourself in that position, that's what it is, right? It's like, okay, enough is enough, I don't want to play this anymore, this is how it is. And you understand that, right? You have to understand in many ways, you understand, right? That's how it goes. So what's this nine of swords for them? Page of Wands, there's invention. Nine of Pentacles, there's no trust. The Emperor's here, there's no nourishment. Queen of Cups, there's no empathy. Six of Cups, there's no past. Eight of Cups, there's no entertainment. Seven of Cups, there's no delusion. Five of Pentacles, right, you're feeling insecurity, right? So for them, they're feeling insecurity. It's like, why are you feeling like this? Because they might deal with Royal, Capricorn, and Taurus in that way, right, in that position. So that's how it goes. Now, let's see what's the Sun card about for you, Aquarius. Lower over, you're making decisions. Taurus over, there's transformation. Nine of Cups over, there's fulfillment. Queen of Pentacles first is on parts about money. Four of Pentacles over, you're looking for money. Two of Pentacles over, you're balancing, right? That's how it goes. So whenever you see yourself, balancing, and that's how it goes. So when you focus on that, you're focusing about balancing, and you're focusing on that because when you do it, that's how it's going to be, right? And you understand that. Now, let me clarify this five angles for them. Ace Cups where there's satisfactory. Three of Wands where there's communication. Five of Wands where there's chaos. Wheel of Fortune where they are having bad luck. Moon reverse is on dissertations. Queen of Wands where there's charisma. Three of Pentacles first, there's no excitement. Swords where there's inspiration. The Three of Swords first, there's no heartbreak. Nine of Swords is alright, there's trauma here. Exactly. So when they are having trauma in this way, that's what it's going to be. So they might be doing a Gemini or Aquarius in that way. Somehow and that's how it goes. They might be doing a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. That's on their side. So let me clarify between the two pentacles for you, Aquarius. Six one spirits is no celebration. Nine to one is over, there's no maturity. Nine pentacles spirits, you're feeling uncomfortable. Six swords spirits is no movement. Just where you're telling the truth. Exactly. So in many ways, you're saying to yourself, it's like, alright, I'm telling the truth because I don't know what I'm going to be doing now. Well, you know what? That's how you're feeling. Because the way this is, no matter how it goes, whether you're focusing on another Libra as another air sign, or you're focusing about having that immaturity between, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, those are the things you're working on, That's how it goes, Aquarius. Because you have to focus between you versus them in this situation. No matter how it goes, no matter how this outflow is, right? The inflow is okay, but the outflow is not. And what I mean by that is that you're trying to not focus on them, but they are feeling like, why? Because they're feeling hopeless, and it's very, unrealistic. By the way, this is, that's what they are having, right? So when you focus on that, that's how it is. So let me figure out what this Nine of Swords about for them. Strength cards where there's bravery. Eight strength cards where there's prosperity about money. Seven cards where there's no deceit. Eight wands where there's no speed. Empress where there's structure. Eight swords where there's no anxiety. King of Swords where there's knowledge. Okay, what's also with this strength card? Four of Cups there's no distraction. 10 of Swords is over, there's conclusions. Exactly. What's between this 9 Pentacles here? The death is over. You're focusing on the Scorpio as endings, Aquarius. 9 Wands over, there's fear. Exactly. The 10 of Pentacles is no wealth, right? Because you're not focusing about money. No, you're not. You're not focusing about your own wealth, but in that practical outcome, that's what it seems to be. Obviously, with this 10 Pentacles, here for this are you want guidance. Judgment is you take an action. 2 Wands where there's planning. 6 Pentacles here is you're being unkindness, right? Because you're being unkind and hurtful. That's how it goes. Here is there's solitude because you might be looking for a soulmate. Page of Swords, there's no education. King Pentacles, there's no money. 7 Wands, you're not feeling silence. The World of Yours is incompletion. 10 Wands where there's burdens. Exactly. So things are not going as planned, right? So you're basically saying to yourself, why me? Right? Excuse me. Yeah, you know. So the things are not going as planned, right? And you're focusing on that way of having that acknowledgeable in that way, because you're saying to yourself, is like, you know, the way how this is, in many ways you're thinking to yourself is like, you know, Aquarius needs to do this in the right position. The position is that on what they're feeling is how they're feeling, you know. And in many ways, you have to focus on that. You have to focus about the dignity, the self-respect, the way how it is, the way how it feels in that way, and you think to yourself, like, why I need to do it, why I need to focus on this, right? And it is very interesting, right? Because that's how it goes. And no matter how it goes, in that way, you focus on that. You focus about the here and now of the situation, no matter how it goes, right? That's how it goes. And when you focus on that, you focus what's right, what's wrong. Okay, Aquarius, between you versus them in this situation. Now, let me clarify between these 10 Wands for you, Aquarius. The Aquarius, there's basically no solitude because you already have a soulmate. What's between them? The World of yours is incompletion. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let me clarify this Hermit card, the opposite side for Aquarius. Hangman is where you want restrictions. Emperor, there's nourishment. Magicians, there's skill here. Hermit is there's solitude. So you're in between this back and forth, where you're in hermit mode, you're not in hermit mode. It's like you're hiding, you're not. That's what it seems to be. So you focus on that. You focus on what you're feeling, Aquarius, in every day of life. That's how it goes. Now for them, let's see what's this World card go. Star of yours is no inspiration. Here for there's no guidance. Those yours is no decisions. Whereas over there's completion. Exactly. So you're focusing on them having completion. Okay, that's understandable. What's also with this World card? Emphasize there's nourishment. There yours is on obsessive addictions. Curious over there's progress. Exactly. Magician, there's skill. The wheel force is already they are gonna have good luck. Hangers, there's no restrictions. Exactly. What's also with this Hermit card on your side, Chris? Dust carriers, there's no endings. You're not focusing on Scorpio. Those years, there's no decisions. Strength carriers, you don't have any bravery. You're being scared. Interesting concept with that. So, what's also between this strength card? Strength carriers, so there's basically two scared here, right? So you're feeling that you're not brave enough, right? That's how it goes, Aquarius. And when you act like that, that's what it seems to be. So opposite between the Hangman now, for them. The Warriors is no obsessive addictions. Character story, there's healing. Justice story, they're taking action. High Priestess is no using their inner voice. Sun card story, there's positivity. Exactly. So when they are having positivity and you don't, that's how they're feeling, right? Because this is like how it goes. This is like how a never-ending story is. Between you versus them, right? That's how it goes. And when you do it, that's how it is, even that way. So what's also between the Strength card that's opposite of Aquarius? High Priestess are yours in the voice, just yours to not tell the truth. You're lying about something. Interesting, Aquarius. So when you see to yourself and you say, oh, I'm not doing the best as I can. No, you're not. Because you're not pulling your weight. You're not doing your own way of saying, oh, well, this is how it goes. Enough is enough. So when you act like that and you say to yourself, oh, I'm doing okay. No, you're not. What's else for this Justice card? For you, Aquarius. Treasury, you're going to have progress. Exactly. You're going to take your time and have progress. What's else between this High Priestess card? Fool, sorry, there's change. Wheel of Fortune, yours for having bad luck. Empress, sorry, there's structure. Just sorry, you're telling the truth. Yeah, because you're in between. Telling the truth, not telling the truth. Make up out lies, make up not lies. You're not acting to be Pinocchio or not, right? It all depends on your value of how it goes. That's what it seems to be, Aquarius, right? So you say to yourself that you're doing okay, everything's all right, but in some ways, no. Now we're gonna figure out what's in the middle of this situation. So Queen of Wands is no charisma, followed by the Six of Pentacles is over. There's kindness. In between that way, if you have kindness and not have kindness, that's what it seems to be. You have to focus on the simple things and then let them go, right? So when you focus on that, that's how it is. Now, let me clarify. Now, let me go from the middle to the right, middle to left. Two of Swords is upright. You don't know which path you're going to take, left or right. King of Wands, there's passion. Ace of Cups, there's unsatisfactory. Okay, so what's upset on their side? King of Cups, there's no support. Here, the Hermit, there's no soul. There's no solitude. Knight of Pentacles, there's trust. Six of Wands is over. There's achievement. Eight of Swords, there's no anxiety. 10 of Swords, there's no conclusions. 4 of Wands, there's celebration. The Tower of Reverse is no transformation. 8 of Wands, there's speed. Queen of Wands, there's charisma. Here, there's guidance. Emperor Reverse, there's no structure. King of Swords is upright, there's knowledge. Exactly, so that's what they want. Between you versus them, let's say between you, Aquarius. Strength of Swords, you want bravery. 4 of Swords, you want recuperation. 6 of Swords, there's no delusion. Page of Swords, you want loyalty. Which is you want skill. 4 of Swords, you want distraction. 8 of Swords, you want new beginnings. 5 Pentacles, you're feeling insecurity. High Priestess, you want to have inner voice. 9 of Cups is no romance. 10 of Cups is incompletion. Empress Reverse is no nourishment. Page 1 is upright, there's invention. Queen of Swords is you're showing your independence. Exactly, you want to show your independence because that's what you want, Aquarius. For them, they want to have speed, they want to have trust, they want to have things that got going on with them. That's what is going to impose of that situation. What's the middle? You have the 7 of Swords, you're not feeling deceit. 5 Cups is over, there's grief. Exactly. So when you have grief in that potential, that's what it is. Because for them, if they might be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's what they are, evolved with. For you, you could be deal with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. That's how you are fantasizing about that Aquarius. And in the middle, you might be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. No matter how the outcome is, that's how it is. Now, I'm going to read you this here, this card. It says Aquarius Moon, and good card, right? It is very, very good. So, I'm going to read you that, and I'm going to read you that way of how it's going to be. So, it says Aquarius Moon. At the back of it, it tells you what's happening between, it says, I need you to, do, and don't. So, it says, I need you to understand that friends are as important to me as family. Exactly. Embrace my freedom of personal expression and my self-sufficiency. Praise my warmth and caring. Exactly, Aquarius. For the do, it says, reinforce my caring for the world. Value my friends even if they seem weird to you. Let me be soft and sensitive as well as independent and strong. Okay, that's the do. The don't is let me get too far away emotionally. Try to narrow my tastes or interest in others. Forget that I get scared and insecure too. Now that's what this is. All this reading that I'm telling you all, that's how it goes, Aquarius. Because you need to understand what you're going to be doing in that way. You have to focus on that. You have to focus on what you need, what you get, what you want. And you say to yourself, alright, this is how it is. Because when you focus on that, you focus on that position, and you're saying to yourself, it's like, well, I want to do this. But Aquarius, if you're saying to yourself, saying, it's not my day to do dishes, it's someone else's day. Or, I don't want to do dishes, I don't want to. Then why would you do that, right? Why would you focus about why are you getting involved with doing dishes? Why you're not going to be getting involved with doing dishes, If you're living with a roommate, or when you're not living with a roommate, Aquarius, you have to focus on that. You have to focus about balancing your emotions. You have to, succeed of what you're doing, right? No matter how you're going to taste it, you have to focus on yourself. You have to be bold. You have to be beautiful. You have to be respected, and that's how it is. But when you focus on that, no matter how you're focusing on the nitty-gritty part, or you're saying to yourself, like, well, maybe it's my day to do dishes. Why I'm talking about dishes in its own reading, Aquarius. Excuse me. But you know what I mean, right? So what I mean by that is that if you focus on your emotions, and you're saying to yourself, like, well, I'm having grief today, or it's, why is it always me? Why is it always me, not somebody else? It's basically saying that it's actually unfair, unpractical, right? So you have to understand what you're doing in that way. You have to focus on that. That's how it goes. It's like everything is not going to be appealing to you, right? You're not, cooking. You're not saying that, oh, let me peel those potatoes for you. Like, no. The way how I'm trying to express it in that value, Aquarius, you need to understand what is that way of saying to yourself, it's like, okay, enough is enough. I'll do whatever I want. Yes, but you have to focus on that. Whether if you live with a roommate or not, whether if you have a good day or a bad day, or you're saying, oh, I don't like this. You have to focus on your emotions. Focus about being happy. Focus about being who you are. as an individual. You have to focus on that, because in that case, if the universe is saying that you have grief, that's what it is, and you have to stick to it. So that's how it's going to be. Okay, so I hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please leave a comment if you want, and I'll see you next time I do. And that's how it is. Thanks so much. Thank you. Bye for now. Really, thank you, and thanks, and thank you very much. And I'll see you next time I do. And that's how it is. Thank you, and bye.